Hello, everyone. It is Morphin Mania time once again. Welcome to day 34. I am Captain Logan.
And I am DJ.
Today, we're watching episodes 8 and 9 of the second season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We begin with the Power Stealer, followed immediately by the Beetle Invasion. I bet that one's not going to be a fish monster, DJ. That sounds like a beetle monster.
I wish it was a Beetleborgs crossover.
Yeah, but this predates Beetleborgs, though. We weren't there yet.
Yeah. It's sad that never happened.
Yeah, it is sad that never happened. But anyway, thanks for joining us, everybody. If you're watching live, thanks so much for being here. Make sure to click on the link in the description, and you can watch the Rabbit Room, which will allow you to see exactly what we are watching as we're watching it, plus or minus a couple of seconds. And if you are watching after the fact, if it is day 34, actually, for you, you're watching these daily, or on Patreon, make sure and get out your Netflix or your DVD, get it to the second season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, episode 8, and get ready to press play when I say now. The Power Stealer, here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. So this is our third set of episodes for Bat Shooting tonight, and they've been decent today, DJ. I think what we've been looking at tonight is like mediocre for season 2, but like really solid for season 1.
Yeah, this is pretty standard season 2 episodes.
It's just they've just found their footing, right? Like it's just it's more solid, nonsensical children's entertainment.
Yep. Man, you ever have this where you don't know if all of these actors just happen to have really cool, memorable names, or if it's just because they're so ingrained in your head from childhood.
Oh, that's a great point. Yeah,
because like Amy Jo Johnson is such a cool name. David.
Yeah, and a lot of them are like 3 names or like the same number of syllables.
Yeah, Johnny Young Bosch. What a cool name.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's
Jason David Frank, and you have Austin St. John, and yeah.
It's probably just because I have them memorized from childhood, but
and then the shorter ones sound cool because they're crisper compared to all the longer ones. Then you're like, and David Yost. David Yost should always go at the end. Austin St. John and Amy Jo Johnson. David Yost. We're done.
You tell him, Zach. Oh, we're doing another.
You should have started talking to Trini first because she's the environmentalist of the group. Wow, worst liars ever. See, that's part of the problem you have when you're Zordon and you try to get like the most purest of heart kids. Like that should backfire on them, right? Like they're such bad liars.
No, that'd be interesting.
Wakeless is bad. This is a Wakeless episode, you guys. If Bulk and Skull were not idiots, they would immediately be investigating those 5 kids. Or 6. I don't know if Tommy was there.
Probably not. He has to go charge his powers.
They do that frequently. Because I watched a Zeo episode the other day where Bulk did that same joke. Where are your men? Men. That's in more than one episode.
That's their catchphrase.
You're repeating yourself.
Is that like foghorn sound effect? We're gonna burn. I wonder if it was Skull's choice to always be chomping on gum, or the actor's choice.
I imagine so.
He's always
like, just do something annoying. Okay, well, you cast a person that's good at being annoying.
It was that, or just eat it.
Ooh, that's a... Okay, so the first thing I want to say about this is Octo Phantom is the best name for a monster ever, okay? Like, I don't know that we'll ever get better than the Octo Phantom. I don't remember that. That's amazing. And second of all, I love Goldar's exposition to Zed as Zed's talking about the monster he's going to make, where he goes, yes, it's a cross between an octopus and an elephant. Like, Zed knows that. Like,
but is it also a ghost? Why is it Octo Phantom?
Don't care. It's the best name ever. The only thing that would be better than Octo Phantom would be Octo Phantasm.
Elephant. So I guess that's the end of it. Sounds like a Pokemon name.
Elephant. Yeah. Yeah, but weirdly, it would still be spelled the same way.
Well, there is a Pokemon called Phanpy, but it's spelled a PH, just like
but when you say phantom, you're right. You expect a ghost.
Yeah.
Like is it gonna be an octopus with a trunk wearing a sheet over it? Is that what it is? That's what I would do.
Tommy was just vlogging in the middle of the park.
I want to think that's where he shot the Green Ranger Kata video. They just turned that on. He's like in the park. Oh no! We're going to shoot it later. There's bodies.
I found that on YouTube. We have to watch that.
I told you it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a one where he's in a red suit.
Really?
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
I didn't know that. No, we're doing that. Well, see, I keep saying that, but like DJ actually works out and stuff, so I don't want to do that with DJ. I'm gonna be like, I'm in really bad shape right now. I'm gonna be like heaving and like huffing and puffing. Oh no, I remember this guy.
Yeah, the elephant guy.
Yeah, but I didn't remember his name was Octophantom. He's got the coolest name ever. Lucas Green says those are some baggy trousers, Tommy.
Got the parachute pants.
Was the high five necessary?
Oh, we just got him morphing.
Well, they'll probably just get spaghetti in the tape or something, right?
I mean, I'm sure Bulk and Skull at the end are going to be like, and we got the tape, and it's empty.
Yeah, Rockman, it does kind of look like Admiral Akbar a little bit. Sorry, what?
No, he just hit the Z like 6 times, and it didn't
do anything. Yeah, she just kicked it. Oh, okay, now it's gonna do. Okay, it's like vampires and Buffy. It just takes a little while. I guess he was committed, so he had to finish the sentence, but makes you sound really dumb if you're in the air yelling for someone to let go of you.
Whoa, it's like the sonic cannons from Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Except it sucks into a pot.
That legitimately looked painful. I would not want that to happen to me.
He has like a Winnie the Pooh honeypot.
Yeah, but what you don't know is that this is Zed's plan to turn Tommy into a genie that grants wishes. Why do you need data? You're Zordon. So sometimes you're an exposition head, and sometimes it's a mystery.
I'm really surprised the camera didn't turn into a monster.
See, his line, Zordon just didn't say his line right. His line is, Rangers, it's a new monster that Zed just created. It's called the Octophantom. It's part octopus and part elephant, but not a ghost.
Why is it not just the Octophant?
See, you're saying that out loud should be the answer.
Hey, it makes more sense. It might sound dumb. Really? You figured that out with your papers? You couldn't look at the face of it?
Yeah, and here's the thing. I don't know if immediately I would look at that and be able to tell that for sure. But there are a lot of times you're like, that's a fish. And we're like, I don't know if that's fish, really. Yeah. But it's like, that's a robot. That's not a robot. Ooh, that's cool. He's on the wall. But he's not actually on the wall.
Yeah, he's like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, or he's like a hologram from Star Wars. But flatter than that. Because it looks like he's being projected, but not against that wall.
Yeah.
That's still a cool effect, though. I mean, I could do it right now, but it looks cool.
You could be watching this right now on your projector.
I could, but I'm not. Because it's not right there. It's in a different room. Yeah, more Zed laughing. So I want a viewing globe in my house, and I want one of those alarm klaxon things.
Yes, but you need a whole separate basement. That's the next layer. Is the Power Rangers basement?
Is the command center? No, that'd be awesome. I don't have enough Power Ranger stuff for that yet, but if I had that room, you better believe I'd start buying it. Like,
yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, it could just be a room.
Every
It doesn't have to
time.
be a whole basement.
Yeah, I don't have a room for it, but like maybe I'll think about doing that when Eric moves out. Like we're doing like a comic room that was a command center, but you put the comics in it. That's not a bad idea. And then every time the doorbell rings, the alarm klaxon goes off. Like somebody rings the doorbell. Wah! Wah! It's not practical when you're making videos, but it's an amusing notion.
That sounded like more like a crow.
Well,
which would also be cool if you had a crow that went off every time someone rang the doorbell.
I mean, it's a trap. I can't believe he said that in this episode. I only have one take of it. Yeah, if I did it again, it might sound a little bit closer to the. Yeah, you're right. It sounded like a Tenga trying to make an alarm klaxon sound.
Yes. See, it all comes back to Tenga.
Yeah. That doesn't make them cool.
Except for the actor who played Ivan Ooze. Doesn't he say like he says like Tengu warriors, doesn't he?
Well, that's what we were talking about earlier. Yeah, somebody was trying to correct me on it, where they were like, "It's Tengu." Like, no, in the movie, it's Tengu, or in the show, they changed it. They changed it to Tenga.
I feel like he just said whatever he wanted to say, and they had to live with it.
No, that's not. It was Tengu all over that script.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So were those invented for the movie? I wonder.
I think so, because I'm pretty sure that's all our footage in 3.
Yeah, and they use the suits. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they just kept using them because that movie was popular. I wonder if they'd even planned on that in the first place.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird that that's the only suits from that movie that came to the show.
Yeah, Vac, you're right. He says, that shot revealed where they filmed this, someplace called West Union Park. It's also possible they intentionally put that sign there, though, right? But probably not. He's extremely vain. Yeah, I remember this now. That whole thing is really funny.
So this monster's got a little personality to him. He's not like protecting his eggs or anything, but he's got some little bit of personality.
Oh, the stupid eggs. What were those called? I remembered those for a while. Now I forget. I can't remember now. That bird.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that lizard monster guy or whatever.
Did we need that footage of him running for that long? Like, we established the heck out of him just running.
Fill out for 20 minutes, man. And it established the heat wave, so you know how hot it is.
Yeah.
In California.
Oh, it's the Goonie bird eggs, right?
Yes, yeah.
The Goonie bird eggs! That's what it was.
It would
have been nice if after the witch villain we got past magic spells.
Well, what is Lord Zed's theme, really?
And again, if he hired her in the first place, maybe it's all magic stuff. And I mean, I love his staff.
Yeah, I don't know. He kind of doesn't really have it. He's just like a muscular system.
That's why I think he's so popular, is that he doesn't fit a mold, you know? He's like the Skeletor thing without being a skeleton. He's like if Skeletor had the musculature back on him.
Yeah. He's the muscular system. I like his little shield thing. What is that?
I don't know. He's got a real 60s Batman thing going the last few episodes where Tommy keeps making... it's another mirror. He keeps making mirrors with his symbol on them. This is the second mirror.
So maybe
with his symbol on it.
Maybe Billy is the one who's vain, because he always, even though he's supposed to be in a hurry to build this to stop the monster, he always has to make time to put his branding on it.
He probably thinks this episode's about him. Vac says he Googled West Union Park and the only one he could find was in Indiana, and doesn't think that Sentai or Power Rangers ever filmed in that state. Yeah, I kind of thought that was just a sign they put there. I think that was maybe, because if we're still in Zoo 2 footage, that was probably them knowing that they were making footage for us and trying to put, like, English language signs up. Combat!
Another Fozzie Bear. The voices start to run together when you watch them all in a row.
They really do. Well, and we know that all the monsters were voiced by like 5 people, right? Like.
Yeah.
Lucas says the shield looks cheap. Well, it's just a one-time prop. It's just meant to open up and reveal the mirror because he's so vain.
That he just loves to look at himself.
Right.
This is the silliest way to beat a monster.
Yep.
Wait, are they even tied up? Did a mime tie them up?
Oh no, what do we do? We've been told we're tied up. The big reveal is they've never been able to see out of those masks. They had no idea.
He told us we were tied up. Seemed like a trustworthy guy.
You know what else small mirrors do? They make it so that you can do a magic trick to make people believe that you've disappeared.
Oh, he caught it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it just has to blow up in the general vicinity of the monster. I am convinced we just did this so that we would have a little bit more stock footage that we could put in every episode.
It has to
as
be.
we're concerned about having to shoot more of our own footage and stuff.
But this is so confusing. Like, did we? Because that's an effect. Like, we didn't shoot any Megazord stuff, but that is literally an effect that turns it into the other Zords, which was not from the Sentai. So where did it come from?
No, but we might have still done that effect, because if we put that effect on it, it would still. I mean, it wouldn't change what the footage quality looks like.
But the background doesn't change. So the T-Rex and the dragon.
That's a good point.
Moving in the exact same background.
Did they get the original plates where it's shot on green? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the most plausible explanation I can think of. Because obviously you would have to add a background on it later. So if they could get the original footage shot on green.
But again, that's so much work to make them transform when they could have just let the other Zords die. And
Vag says there's behind the scenes footage of them making that on YouTube. That we did it in the US. The effect of the Zords changing. But it had to have been from their footage, right?
Yeah, the original Zords. Well, we could check that out.
Yeah. I'll have to look at that.
That's really interesting to me.
Yeah, Vag, if you'll send me a link to that, I appreciate it. We are learning so much.
Yeah, I mean, why do people go to film school when they can just watch 700 episodes of?
Watch a whole bunch of Power Rangers. Yeah, tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Everything I need to know, I learned from the most formulaic children's show. Okay, probably not the most formulaic show. I mean, it's up there. I should say formulaic action children's show, because you can think of Blue's Clues, where it's exactly the same thing every time.
Yeah.
Different categories, really. I'm dropping stuff.
Thought you were just getting frustrated.
No, I'm good.
I forget what the. Oh yeah, the camera. We haven't seen Bulk and Skull the entire time. They haven't looked at the camera yet, apparently.
I know. I'm sure they'll see that how they're going to bring the tape in, and they're going to put it in, and it's going to be the wrong thing. We always do that.
Because they wouldn't look
at
it.
We did that in Dino Thunder too, with their stand-ins.
Oh yeah.
Thomas that chill. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. So, step one, look at it first. Before you show it to a crowd of people.
Oh, it actually is the tape.
See, they switched it.
That's not very honest, Zordon.
No, it's really not. Although one of the 3 rules is not tell the truth all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it really isn't.
I mean, the secret is above all else.
Yep. Oh, and see, then Skull's just going to watch the cartoon because he likes cartoons. Lucas says, why don't the Rangers secretly reveal their identities to Bulk and Skull and convince them to stop? Because you wouldn't trust them.
No, they
like, even if you thought their hearts were the right place, you wouldn't trust them to not accidentally blurt it out. And by tape eraser, you mean VCR with a record button, right? Like, that's not a special device. It's just a VCR. Every VCR was also a tape eraser.
Also, how would him revealing it to everybody make him rich? I'm trying to figure out what his goal is.
So that only works if you... I mean, this is like more real-worldy stuff, of course, because in like a cartoon or a live-action cartoon like this, we like to act like anything that would make you popular would also make you rich. But the answer to that, of course, is you take it to like a news organization and you make them pay you for it for the exclusive rights, right? That's how you get rich.
You don't tell everyone in the juice bar.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're going to go on now to episode 9, The Beetle Invasion. That is, I think, the closest they get to finding out who the Rangers are, because they actually get it on tape. Like I said, we do exactly the same thing in Down of Thunder.
Yeah, yeah. What's her name again? Cassidy?
Cassidy and Devin.
Devin, yeah.
Okay, are you ready? Should we go ahead and get to the last one
Beetle
for today?
Let's do it.
Here we go. If you're watching after the fact, make sure and get it rigged up to episode 9 of season 2. It's the Beetle Invasion. And if you're watching live, thanks so much for sticking it out with us tonight. We sure appreciate it. We're going to do one more, and we're going to get on with it right now. Everybody, please press play right now. I wonder how many times in my YouTube career now I've said that phrase.
That's there. You know, why we always use this.
I was wondering why you did that camera angle for a minute. I was like, what is he doing?
We always use the season 3 suits for these shirts.
Oh, that's true.
I wonder if there's any purists out there who are like, this isn't supposed to be here.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I am wearing a Power Ranger shirt, by the way, even though it's been hidden the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't really worry that much about what t-shirts I'm wearing, because you can never see them. I have to just like stand up a couple of times. I do want more Power Ranger shirts, though. This show has made me want more Power Rangers everything, man.
Yeah, I'm totally in a mood. But I'm trying not to spend it because, like you said earlier, I'm going to be out of this mood probably at some point. I'll just have all this stuff that I don't want.
Well, yeah, but only temporarily. I mean, like, if we are crazy enough to do this, we're never going to stop liking Power Rangers, right?
No, I'm not going to stop liking it, but if I buy like a bunch of little baubles and stuff that I don't need,
sure. Yeah.
Like,
well, you're not trying to build a command center in your basement, see?
Yeah. You know. Maybe when I have
boy, it's just hard to decide if I really want that or a Raptor room. Man, it's tough.
Yeah.
Oh, this the broom ball thing.
He's always coaching stuff, this Ernie.
Yeah, well, the thing they really should be wondering is if they have enough time to do more stuff.
Seriously.
Like, these are the most overextended kids in the world, and they're also the most relaxed kids in the world, and I don't know how they manage that.
But they're also really, like, look at that. All it takes is someone to, like, laugh at you, and then they're in.
Yeah, they gotta learn that Back to the Future 2 lesson.
Power Rangers got some egos there.
Seriously. They got the whole nobody calls me chicken thing going on. But they're probably not going to learn that lesson.
No, they're just going to win.
They're just going to beat them, you know.
The best broomball players in all of the town.
Yeah, the Power Rangers are really great role models, where they're the exceptions to everything. Well, if your heart's in the right place, the universe will coalesce to your will, kids. Thomas Edghill says this should be a musical episode. Why this? Just because it says Beatles? Because it's Beetle Invasion? That's why it should be a musical episode.
Go Beatles. And because it's broom ball. You know, broom ball musical. Like the chimney sweeps.
Sure. I guarantee those payphones aren't there anymore. Wow, look at that guy.
He's really committed to his. See, that's what Robo Goat should have been doing.
He's going to be a cross between a beetle and a pair of scissors.
Broom ball. So it's just like hockey, right?
So Ernie gets a lot of mileage out of his building, right? Like he just turns it into everything.
Look at that state-of-the-art camera.
I think it's the same camera from last episode. And it's pretty clear they're batch shooting, so they're like, let's do 2 episodes in a row with like this camera that we rented or something. Shiro says, yeah, they couldn't have just have it be floor hockey because why?
I remember Richie.
Oh yeah. That's the guy that Trini gets all enamored with, right? Yeah.
He's the Burgundy Ranger.
Yeah, I wonder, looking back, I wonder how many kids like came into the show where people watching it would go, oh, I wonder if that's going to be the next Ranger they switch out. Because I mean, by this point, we weren't even thinking about switching out characters yet.
Yeah, not yet.
But later on, I wonder how often that happens where it's like, well, that person, see, they could be being set up to be a Power Ranger. It's usually pretty obvious when we're doing that.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if Tommy starts wearing white at all before he becomes the White Ranger, if they gave that away to the kids.
I don't think so because we just didn't have him for a few episodes.
That's right. He just disappears.
He just disappears again. We do the same thing we do in like, season 1. Yeah. Yeah, demographic. Trini has a love interest. I don't think Trini had a love interest the entire first season. And I still say it very easily could have been one of the Rangers. And of course, we wait forever before we finally do anything, even with Kimberly and Tommy. But
yeah, she put his hand on his leg or like his arm last episode when he was like all sad.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But that was like the first thing.
Goldar's gonna get you tonight, DJ. You just watch out. He's coming for you.
Oh, there he is.
He's coming for you. See, part of the reason I want to get more Power Ranger stuff is just to have like an enormous eclectic assortment of things next to me that nobody can see that I can just pick stuff up and throw up at the camera.
Wow, they're so.
I think your posters look minimalistic.
All you did was put wings on yours.
Mine's better because it has wings. I like second season Goldar better than first season Goldar.
They're really not very good role models for kids this episode.
Okay, but Kimberly, you never said that with all the fish.
Whoa, we just did like a
yeah, that
Joel Schumacher like crotch shot. Like
yeah, we need Jon Stewart back directing. I think. Yeah. I'm not sure about this guy. Are we still at Winkless? It's the same guy that directed last episode, but they're blended together now. I can't remember if it's Winkless or even another person. Yeah, Lucas, I like Zed's putties too, but I am starting to come around on Rita's putties as maybe actually being the superior design, which I never thought I would say. But I think it's just a nostalgia thing. Like, I like the lines on them.
Yeah, and I just like I don't like the vest things.
See, I like the vest thing, but I don't think there's enough going on with them.
Yeah.
You know, I always wondered why they didn't try kicking the knee pads to see if that would also blow them up. They also have Z's on them. Just
their legs go off.
Yeah, and they're just crawling around.
Okay, that's horrifying.
What I just did?
There's our first big. No, I mean, like thinking of putties just crawling at you with their arms on the ground.
When they do that, like that creepy toy for the third act of Toy Story 3.
Yeah,
with the spindly legs. I look around and make sure that nobody else is admiring these beautiful posters. Yeah, you're a graphic design guy, DJ. What's your review of those posters?
I think their logo is atrocious. It's just a broom with wings.
But they look like something a 14 or 17-year-old might make.
Yeah.
We still don't know how old these kids are, what grade they're in, how much time has passed since the beginning. None of that.
I mean, they're in high school till Turbo, right?
Yes. They are. Jason, when he shows up as the Gold Ranger, is just suddenly back at Angel Grove High School with the rest of them.
No explanation?
It's amazing.
I love Zed just like spinning his staff around in the back.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the explanation is I'm back from the million-years-long peace conference.
Zach and Trini didn't make it.
Yeah, they're still there. Yeah, what he didn't say, the conference is still going. It's a really, really long conference.
Yeah, they ran into Kimberly on her international gymnastics competition.
What they didn't tell us was that both that competition and that conference happened in alternate dimensions where the time moves at a different rate than it does here.
Oh, it's like Narnia.
So they've actually only, in their minds, been gone for like a day and a half.
That would explain why Walter Jones hasn't aged in 20 years.
He really hasn't. Everybody's aged pretty decently, though, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jason David Frank looks like he's been kicked in the head a few times, but that's because he's been kicked in the head a few times. I don't think that's a mean thing to say. He looks like an MMA fighter, okay? Like,
the monster did the jump with him.
So, oh wait, I forgot what side I was on. Can we
like
play broom ball together?
That's what they need to be doing.
Just hit him with brooms.
The putties come in and like the football episode.
I want more stuff like that.
Well, you should watch the Sentai for the Alien Ranger show because it's really weird and they do a lot of sports stuff. The Rangers themselves, like their weapons are like a rugby ball, a soccer ball. It's really weird.
Zach, I know you have a thing with spiders, but like, are you just like in general freaked out by bugs? You go, I hate bugs.
Well, and snakes.
Yeah, a spider thing and snakes. Yeah, okay, so maybe any creepy crawly thing. He would not have played with creepy crawlers when he was a kid. He would not have been into that.
Any creepy crawlies.
Lucas Green, is this monster a male or female? Good question. I couldn't begin to tell you. Oh, well, Jason just called it a him, so either it is a him for sure, or Jason is making an assumption about gender.
He's prototyping beetles.
He is.
Wait, did I just say what did I say?
I'm not going to say what you said. I don't want to embarrass you in front of the Power Ranger.
I'll say it. I said prototyping. It's late.
And said prototyping when he meant stereotyping.
Oh, man. This is why we shoot.
Zed is planning on making a whole bunch of those. This one's just a prototype.
I appreciate it.
We won't even know if it's a male or female beetle until we make more of them.
Oh, I'm losing it.
I just didn't want to make you look bad.
No, I appreciate it, but I'll own it. I'll own my mistakes.
It was a pretty funny one. Look, it's just like you don't make a green energy transducer thing every day, you know. It takes a little time, Zordon. Just be patient with me. I've only made 6 more of these in my entire existence, okay? Like, I forgot how to make one.
So what is the White Ranger? Does he have a power coin, or is he...
Yes, they have to make a power coin. It's apparently really hard to do, but they're able to do it for some reason. It takes all their power. Zordon has to, like, go away.
Is it a triangle this time?
Congratulations, sir. You just made a new element.
What You know what? That's what I'm actually really surprised that Alpha wasn't like an AI,
Yeah.
like Jarvis
Yeah.
in the 2017 movie.
Yeah.
Seems like
He
that's what
should
they
have
would
just been like in the Megazord.
do. Yeah.
Like he could have his alpha body, but then he should be able to like go back and forth. That'd be cool. Thomas says it's most likely a male because most beetles have bigger horns than the females. See, you learn so much doing this show.
Yeah, there you go. Beetlehead.
So if both Zed and Rita are able to make like makeshift Power Rangers, which they've done a number of times, and we've been counting some of them, are they that much less powerful than the Power Rangers? Like Zed's trying to get the green coin back, like that's a big deal. And I mean, like that's one less that they'll have. But can he do that much more with it than he's able to just like make makeshift Power Rangers? And if not, if they're not remotely as powerful as the Power Rangers, then why does he ever think he can win with alternate Rangers, right?
Yeah, we need to see a scene where like we can, you know how in the first X-Men movie when she turns into Wolverine,
yes,
her claws are not actually adamantium because he cuts them.
Yeah, and it hurts because it's her skin.
Yeah,
it's part of her.
And she loses part of her, so I don't know where that part of her is, but that's a different thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
we never see that scene where the Power Rangers, the fake Power Rangers, like are not as strong. They just seem like they're both fighting equally.
Yeah, and considering it's already ambiguous what exactly the power does much of the time.
Yeah, they did the last time they did it. They didn't have the real power weapons. They had some crappy weapons.
Yeah, that's not a bad explanation, Vac. He says, I've always assumed the makeshift Rangers were somewhat unstable because they don't have coins to hold them together. So maybe they're as powerful, but you can't keep them around for as long.
But does that mean they tap into the Morphin grid?
Or they just tap into whatever power Zed already has.
Yeah.
I mean, you really do have to make all this up because we don't have rules. We don't have,
that's what we're here to
do. Mythology. Yeah.
We're here to make the rules.
But why is it so much fun to do that? I don't like there are a lot of other things that don't have an internal logic and don't hold together where I just don't care. Where I just roll my eyes and I'm like, I'm not gonna try to explain that. I don't care. Power Rangers, I try to figure out and speculate all day long, and I never get tired of it. Why is that? Is it just because the aesthetic is so cool?
Yeah, and just because they don't try at all. Like they leave it all to your imagination.
Yeah. Yeah, and so like it's weird, like it's not smart, but you don't feel like your intelligence is being insulted by it.
Yeah, it's like a book.
It's like the internal logic is almost the lack of internal logic. Almost.
Like they really lucked out that we were so interested in it that we filled in all the blanks because we could have easily just like checked out and been like, ah.
Oh, Vac, I forgot about that. He says he figures they do tap into the Morphin grid because it said later this season that's where Zed gets his magic from. I forgot about that.
Oh, wow. So he's like siphoning good power and turning it to his...
Yes, but he should be way less powerful than he is if he's doing that, I would think. I mean, think of all the things he can do with that staff that we can't do. But is it that we can't, or is that it goes against our code? That's always the question.
Well, Silver Surfer can apparently destroy Galactus, where he gets
creator. Yeah. Yeah, see, that was like the exact angle we got last episode with Trini when she was just normal size and standing there. You can't do that when you're a normal sized person. Oh, what did you get out of this, Zed? Please do tell. Oh, drain a bunch of Green Ranger's power. That's right. See, look, serialized storytelling.
He's in like, for the long game.
That's right.
And back to Broomball.
Yeah, because we care so much about that.
It doesn't seem like this would be a sport you would need to wear goggles for.
It really doesn't. It's like, be safe, kids. We're not going to wear... Oh, they are wearing, like,
They're like swimming
pads and stuff, aren't they? I was about to say, like, we don't need that, but we need goggles. No, they are really worried about getting hurt. I wouldn't even think just swinging brooms around you'd need knee and elbow pads, but
what is this nose?
Is that a giant nose?
Yeah, they had it at the beginning. I never understood what they're doing.
Oh, it's a vacuum with a nose on the front.
Oh.
Are you a Power Ranger? You know who these two should have done a movie with? They should have done something with Trauma.
Yeah. If we do what we say we're gonna do, we've already said we're gonna go as a million things to Morphicon, so this is never gonna happen. But if we did go as Bulk and Skull, we need to take that nose thing and start just going,
"Oh, you know,"
to everybody there, and just start blowing them with a hairdryer.
Yeah, if we did as much stuff as we've said we want to do, we would have to both drive vans.
We'd have to bring like 6 different cosplays.
And there's no way we'd get up on an airplane.
That's true. It's so far away.
Troma is the B-movie studio cinematographic that made Toxic Avenger and movies like that. They are not remotely my thing, but I know a little bit about them, and I just thought of that. Like, that's the kind of stuff they do. That real gross out humor.
Yeah, and you know a lot more about it than I do, so.
Just this is drama in the show. That beetle used up so much of my powers.
It's hard to take them seriously when they're holding brooms and goggles on their head.
And talking about beetles. Okay, was that 2 episodes in a row that we ended like that? Or no, there was one in between, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was one in between. But yeah, the episode before that, he was like on the stairs, like
just moping. I don't know what are we gonna do. It's so sad. We gotta get White Ranger powers. All right, so there we go. That is today's episode of Morphin Mania. Thanks for watching, everybody. Next time, we're going to do Welcome to Venus Island and the Song of Guitardo. And then after that, it's going to be Green No More, both parts. So we've got another 2-parter coming up here pretty soon. And we're not that far away from White Ranger, believe it or not. Only like 10 episodes. So for DJ and I, that's like a week's worth.
Yeah, White Ranger Tiger Power.
So... Tiger Power. Yeah, so there we go. Anyway, everybody, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We both certainly did, I'm sure. And we will see you again next time. If you're watching live, DJ and I will see you again next Wednesday night at 9:30 Central Time, right after the Captain Logan show. So be there. Don't be square. And in the meantime, I am Captain Logan.
I'm DJ.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.